get scared. With anime on his side, he's always prepared, even though he's the grumpiest of bears. This bear is always cool in his chair. Till the end, his dreams always be rare. Cause he's coming after you and hopes you'll be there. To hope you'll have a good day, a good night, and as always have a good life. Much love. Good night, good night, good night.
Alrighty. Okay. Alright, oh, goodness gracious. This is the Marathon Podcast. We do this every Friday. And, wow, usually at 5 o'clock Tuesday Standard Time. So sorry if you're hearing like twice. Okay. Alright. Corvo and, Corvo's a little late today, but don't worry, we're here. Hopefully this time you'll see it this week. Hopefully you'll actually see us live and on YouTube and the rest of the platforms. So, we're actually going to be hopefully up and going. I'll get both goods. Good. Okay. All right. So, man, it's been an interesting week and an interesting turn of it. Yesterday, me and my wife had a date night. So that was really nice, getting to go, go out and spend some time with each other after going to the doctor. I won't go into details, but we're still trying to figure out what's going on with her last week's little ordeal that she had. And we have maybe some ideas. We're gonna be throwing some darts at a pegboard and see what sticks and what happens. Doctor said it might have been mental. That's always fun, kind of like, you may not have noticed something was wrong, but there might have been something wrong. You ever heard that kind of moments like, I feel like I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. I have nothing stressing me out. Oh God, stress. That kind of thing. I never had one before, so I wouldn't know. But apparently that's a thing. And
yes, it is a thing.
Doctor says otherwise she looks perfectly fine. So we're gonna be trying some things out, try to see how it goes, and hopefully we can figure it out, and we'll keep everybody posted. I know some people are curious.
Well, here's Dr. Corvo's prescription.
Mm-hmm.
In October, you take a long trip with some good friends to a place to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There it is. I wrote it.
Yeah, trying to get our minds off a thing.
Okay. Call the wife because she's been waiting. Here he is.
What?
Wifey!
Wifey! Damn it! I'm saying the name, but then whatever. Well, you have to hit the wait because she's in the other room. Oh my God. She's almost as big as Lotus already. But sorry, he. Jesus.
Big man. Ow. Get out. Your auntie wants to see you, so I'm making sure she gets to see you this time. Ow. You're huge.
Hopefully she'll come soon. But anyways,
look at this shit. Look.
Oh yeah, that eye.
Look.
Yeah. Just like Lotus, you gotta keep the eye drops in that thing. Eyes will go dry so easily, so quickly.
Oh, this fucker.
But
look
he's
at this
so
shit.
cute.
Wrinkled monster.
Yeah. See, problem's like where we are. You've been to my house, and we don't have central AC in our place. All the dogs have to sleep with us because we don't want to get the entire house cold while we're asleep. So all the dogs have to sleep with us again. And Jesus, it's not fun sleeping with dogs, especially big ones that want to be right in front of the AC. Right in front of it, where the rest of the heat of the house or the room is coming into, or the coolness is coming into the room. And he's like, "This is my spot." I'm like, no, get away from that.
I'm waiting for loving one to come so she gets to see the fat man. Oh yeah, if you want to do that, go ahead. I got him. Give us just a minute, guys. His auntie's been waiting for about a month to see him again, and I'm trying to make sure she gets to see him because I don't want to get killed. Such a fatty, mo baddie. Such a
Uh-huh.
fatty mo batty. Damn it! He is almost as big as Lotus. Look, I'm
Yeah.
looking at Lotus in the background. Oh, there's the big fucker.
Ugh. Yeah.
Buddy.
I would say they're really, really close.
I mean,
Look how
at this
big
shit.
he's gotten already.
There comes the baby.
He's just a baby. Yeah, he's a
no,
baby
Lotus
already.
is still
You're a big old turd.
Anyways,
Your auntie's been waiting. All right,
Okay.
Mama, put them drops in there.
Get the eye drops and get them in the eyes.
Fat butt.
Double drops. Yeah, he's gonna be
Stop
curious.
trying
Of
to
course,
lick
he's
my
gonna be.
hand. Boy.
Yeah, exactly what I do. I don't
I'm,
look
ha-
from like
I'm having
behind.
to I'm having to do like the hug.
Uh-huh.
Why
Shit.
did it not work?
Is it clogged?
I don't know. I was trying to get it to come through and it didn't work.
So yesterday we went out
What about
for a little
There's
date
some of it
night.
in the-
Wait,
A
is
date
this open?
date.
There you go.
Uh,
A date, huh?
Yeah. So get this, Corbo. And I don't know about where you are, right? But I'm pretty sure you've been to one of these stores before. You ever go to a store that it's not a thrift store, but it reminds me of a garage sale.
Anytime.
And in the store, they have
Oh yeah, there it's starting to go
booths
back in. That's good.
from
All right.
different people in the store.
Yeah, she's seen him.
Does that sound familiar to you?
Is it clean?
Yes.
Put him back in his area.
I'll let you finish your thing.
Sorry. Anyway,
Okay. So
continue.
the store has many
check on
different
him.
booths, but different sellers in one store. You ever been to a store like this before?
Right. It's that's what we used to call like a
Like a
damn
flea
it,
market.
what do they call them, baby?
I know flea markets
where it's like one building, one store building, but inside the store there's a bunch of different booths, bunch of different products and sellers. What the fuck did they call that? That's mini mall.
Okay, well, this is the mini mall with a lot of people's used items or personal things that they don't want no more interest. Okay, so
Like a flea market?
yeah, like a flea market, but smaller, much smaller.
Yeah.
And my wife was seeing on Facebook this place that was selling some things that I'm interested in. I would show you some of them, but I could probably only show you one of them because I know where it is. The rest of them I don't know. And this store had a little bit like everything. Like they had like some like a weird, like weirdly enough, like a rock collection, some antiques, some like comic books, some like appliances and so forth and so on. But right in the middle of the store,
Right.
they had an anime section. And this store is blasting like Christian music.
Okay.
Just country boy Christian gospel. Full blast. And all this other stuff around it. And right in the very middle, this one person is selling anime. And I keep on saying this. Hey, what up there, Jack? I can't say your name. What's up? But yeah, they're selling anime right in the middle of it. And boy, was it cheap. But I'm just going, this is so weird to see, like, Christian rock, all these like old antiques. What's up, Darwin? And all this other thing right in the middle, you see bunny girl, bikini, hot, anime girl, and it's suggestive poses, and like, it's like, I'm like, this is weird. It's like going to your grandma's house, right? And she has a bunch of Christian stuff all around you and all around the place. And right in the middle of it, it's a bitch. It's like it's like a shrine to anime.
I know.
And
I know your grandma would probably.
I got
Mhm.
we can ask talk about
big
that in
old
a second.
Christian lady.
Oh, my wife wants you to check your bank, by the way. So I was a little like shocked about like that this was in here. So I got me do you know the anime ReZero?
Yes.
Okay, about the character that like got isekai into the world, and then he every time he dies, he gets reborn and has to replay this whole situation all over again, try not to die. And there's two
Yep.
characters that everybody knows, Ram and Rim. So I think I got a figurine of Rim, Buddy Girl edition. Would you like to see it?
Yes.
Okay. Um, this is an actual
Yeah,
official
I'll show it in a
figurine
minute.
because it has the stamp on the bottom of it. You know me, I look for the stamp, right? Everybody does not know about the stamp. Look at the bottom of it. You see those things right there? That's when you know it's an official. But yeah, look at this little thing.
Yeah.
This thing is a full 12-inch figurine. If anybody knows about like figurines and size, anytime it's like anything below like a 6 or a 12-inch, it goes up in price.
Don't matter.
Well, they normally have a price value for inches in Japan.
You know she was gonna call that shit out when you said it.
and the stockings, they even move. Like it's so weird to feel like stockings actually like stretch and move on a figurine. I'm like, they went places with this. Original price of this thing around $90 if you would say brand new price when it came out. You know how much I got this cheap little thing for? From a thrift store of all kind of like places, a flea market mini store.
How much?
Well, my wife got paid, so let's just say that. That's why there's money heading your way. I get this thing for less than half the original price. So that gives you an idea, then you can take a guess at it now. Less than half the original price.
$20.
Ooh, so close. $30. $30. This is a $90 figurine at brand new price. Of course, in box, not in box. $30, great condition. But I'm not the only one that got figurines. My wife got a bunch of those, like, okay, you know those little mystery boxes where like you open them up and you might have like a figurine that you want inside of it and you might not get it. Apparently the person that did this bought a bunch of mini figurines of Demon Slayer characters. They got the whole set, and each one of these little mini boxes, if you would have bought them, would have been $6 a piece. She got the whole set for $6. So she got them $1 a piece. So yeah, she came out with a better steal than I did. Place was great, but it was literally out in the middle. Well, not out in the middle of the country, but it was on the edge of countryside. Like farms were starting to show, farm fields. It was like near like a Tractor Supply-esque like store. So, you get what I'm saying here? Like it was right next to it was country boy side, and here's sexy bunny girl in the store. I'm like, this is awesome, but boy, was it nowhere close. It's like, damn it, because like it was like, it was like, oh, it was in this town. I'm not gonna say where it is, but like it was in this town. Like, okay, and we drove through the town, then past the town, a little bit further past the town. Like, we are nowhere near where this set was. And I'm like, oh geez. And like this was my wife's treat to me because she got paid 3 times this month. That's why money's your. Did you get the money, by the way?
I'm checking now.
Okay. Keep checking now. I think $10. I know. We're testing something. But yeah, I'm happy for this. This was awesome. Promise my wife's like, would you come back here again? I'm like, yeah, I would come back here maybe every blue moon. But honestly, it was a really far drive. So it's like, Jesus Christ. But like, it's so, I don't know what that says about anime, but I can't, every time I see something like this, I just can't help it. Like this, it's gonna be weird when we get in our older age. You know, we get in our 50s and 60s and 70s, and we go to stores where we used to see like the old, like Beanie Babies and forget what this little angel porcelain figures that used to be back in like the older days, like the old. You see all this old school stuff in there. Instead of seeing all the old school, we're gonna see a bunch of anime stuff inside the store. Like this is now antique.
Yep.
This is
It's
antique.
antique. Yep.
Like, hey, want to tell me I'm old?
Yeah.
Tell me this is antique. Fuck up.
Yeah.
So I was very surprised about that. Then we went to go eat. Jesus, I don't know about you, Corb. I don't know how often you eat out, but I don't know if you ever heard the saying, like, if you can't afford to go eat out, don't eat out. If you can't afford a tip, don't eat out, kind of situation. Let me drop you like how this happened. We went to a sushi place. I don't get sushi very often, chat. Like maybe once a year, maybe twice if I'm lucky. Like if I ask it for my birthday, that's probably the only time I have it for a whole year. And we were looking at this one place called well, I don't want to call it just in case I somehow fucking get their attention to get some shit for it, even on a small channel. We went to a sushi place and we've been looking at this place for a while and we haven't gone there. We went there and there was only one other table, Corbo, that had people in it. One. So she gets our drinks. She leaves, right? She comes back going, hey, do you have your order yet? Like, no, we need a little more time. We're kind of new here. We haven't been here before. We need a little bit more time. So finally we had our choices and she came to us and how did she word it? So I can make sure I get it right. Yeah, she said, are you ready? We said, yes, finally. Was that a response you should be telling your customers?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
So, okay. We finally get our menu, our choices. And again, I worked in restaurant business for 15 years. I know the industry, top to bottom.
Yep.
I've been there. And I don't think you should act that way toward customers, especially when you only had one other table. not a good look. By the way, what was Stealthy saying about your grandma? Was she would have anime figures or not? I'm sorry, I kind of skipped over that.
No, she was saying that my grandmother, she was a big Christian woman.
Yeah.
But that still would not have stopped her from doing exactly what that dude was doing. If she wanted to sell some shit that didn't necessarily mean Christian,
yeah,
she'd have fucking done it anyway. Hell, she'd have walked over there, big Christian woman or not, and looked at that shit. And if she'd have found something she was interested in, she don't give a fuck. Judge, bitch, you going to hell. I'm still getting what I want.
They had a large
This is the woman.
hot rod too, or not hot rod.
So this is the woman. This is the woman that had a thing for, as my grandfather liked to call it, gypsy jewelry.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah.
And the reason he called it that is gypsy jewelry is huge. It's real big. Usually, that's the way he defined it that way.
Okay.
He defined it because giant jewelry to him, he always seen it in the context of a gypsy person, right?
Okay.
Now she had a huge thing for big jewelry pieces.
Okay.
Now, in most around here,
all right,
religious circles, less is more. If you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
They want you to be a little more conservative, right? Let me tell you something. That shit never worked with my grandmother. She was the woman in the church. And while all the rest of them are wearing their minimalist jewelry, right?
Yeah. Big and flashy.
She got all the bling. People were wearing shades sitting around her in the fucking pew because the lights reflecting and shit. She didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Helps, one that gave one of the church members that decided to be assholes an earful.
Oh, bro. The first time Stealthy went to the church with me, everybody wanted to do that whole judgmental shit. Afterwards, we're waiting. We're like, where the fuck is Granny? Where the fuck is Granny? I find her. She has congregated every one of them fuckers into the hallway and is blocking the exit.
Yeah.
And she is on her soapbox raising hell in the middle of the church. You wonder why we ain't got no young people? How dare you judge my blood? I'm like, well, we're not married yet, but okay, we blood, okay. That's my family, my granddaughter-in-law. I want you to know I can pull my funding as quickly as I put it in here. And I was like, oh shit, she talking about taking the money. Shit, I'm really pissed her off now. I'm like,
yeah.
Mighty, my grandfather, he don't even stop.
Yeah.
He's so used to her. When she got pissed off about something going off, he just walked out, went, got the truck, pulled that bitch around to the front, and was sitting there patiently waiting, smoking his Salem Light.
Yeah.
I walked by, I looked at Granddad. Granddad looked at me, he said, "She doing her thing?" I said, "Yep, she's doing her thing." He said, "Okay, well, we'll meet y'all at the house. I'll wait on your granny. This is gonna be a minute." Yeah.
I would love to
An
meet your
hour
grandma.
later,
Would have
an
loved to meet her.
hour later,
Mhm.
understand they lived 5 minutes from church.
Okay.
An hour later, they got there. She held them bitches hostage for an hour and lit them up.
An hour.
My uncle, yeah, me and my uncle at
Yeah.
the time we're deacons. Understand, we're
Yeah.
deacons in this church. Me and my uncle are sitting at the damn table under my grandfather's carport when they pull in. We are about to die laughing hysterically because we know what's going on.
Yeah. Okay.
Stealthy's looking around going, "Why are y'all laughing? What the hell?" I said, two things. One, if you ever had a doubt that my grandmother loves you, you can forget that shit because she just went to war with the entire congregation for an hour because they gave you the stank eye. I said, two, if you've never experienced her in that shape, form, or fashion, you have to understand whenever you do, you can think back at this moment and understand what all those parishioners were thinking. Holy shit, what did we do?
But yeah, I like the store. Just wish it was closer because it was kind of nice. You know, I had some things in box, some things out of box. Some of those, I don't know if you remember that. There was I cannot remember the brand of it. I'm not gonna ask you if you remember it, but there was at one time like a special like subscriber box of anime stuff that came with like one free-ish figurine in it, but like the figurines weren't like official works. You can definitely tell they were like kind of handcrafted, like fan figurines, and they looked like they were so close, looking good. But sometimes the faces were all kind of fucked up. And I'm like, they had a bunch of those. I'm like, they look good from a distance, but as soon as you get close to them, it's like, oh, dang. Like I could have bought some of them for like dirt cheap. I'm like, I just can't do it. I gotta have I don't really need official because AKA I have 3D prints. I don't need official. As long as it look good, that's what all I really care about is it look good. But it's nice to have official, right? But it was a nice store, really was. Just out of the middle of the country, praising God and a bunch of other things that are odds in it, and then right in the middle is big old anime. Well, not big, just a booth of just animes all around and hot rods or hot cars. I forget the name of them.
Right.
Like a big old shelf of that.
That. Not that, the other thing. You wanted me to show him. We picked up another game, board game type thing when we were at the store.
Okay.
It was in the clearance section. And it's a Sour Patch Kid version of it's weird. It kind of makes you think of what was it? Yahtzee kind of, but not exactly.
Okay.
So that's interesting. And then we picked up a couple things we're gonna pack full of stuff for the kids just to mess with them.
Okay, okay.
Because we do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yep.
so I know your wife really likes the more spooky, gothic kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Max to it.
I am. I'm gonna give you access to something so that when you do have an FDM printer,
Yeah.
you
Ooh.
can do this for her. I got
Why does he need an
uh
FDM?
so you remember like that $300 one that I recommended?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
you, here,
talking over
yeah,
this
you
mic. They
know
want to make it
what I'm
hear
talking about?
you.
Okay. All right.
I'll figure it out.
So when you get access to an FDM printer,
Yeah.
I have approximately 575 new Gothic STLs. Everything from shelves to bookends to vases to home
Ooh.
decor.
Okay.
So, example, right now I'm printing a corner shelf, which I don't know how this one shelf out of all of them, I don't know how it fits the Gothic thing,
Okay.
okay? But you know how you got those corner shelves that go into like a 90-degree corner, right? And they
Yes,
just
yes,
got the
yes.
one little shelf on it. This one has a butterfly, and the wings touch each corner, and then the shelf sits in the middle, right? Not sure how it fits the Gothic theme, but it is cool as shit looking.
Okay.
So right now I have the first two parts printing for Stealthy in like a shiny purple.
Okay.
And then I'll print the last part, put it together because the idea is some of these might get sold at work.
Okay.
But one that I'm working on, you might be interested, is it's a shelf, a normal shelf.
Okay.
Below the shelf piece, it has a skull, and growing out of the skull are roses.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Okay.
So I'm coloring it in the program right now. White skull, green vines, dark red roses, coloring it all up.
Hmm.
And we're gonna go do a little shopping tomorrow, filament wise, and see what
Ooh.
we can come up with. Yeah, yeah. And that's because I wanted to print one that she picked to demo and one that I picked to demo because then I could take them to work, show them around, and then if people like it, might can make some little bit of.
Okay. So that makes me think of something. Um, we can't help this thing of the passing of time, right? We both can't help that we're both getting in
Right.
age. Uh, and like the Christian store, where a lot of the things I normally would see in the store are starting to slowly fade away, and things I'm interested in starting slowly start coming in. Are you noticing, like I am, that things that we are interested in, me and you, are slowly starting to become more prevalent in stores and in everything we go and do?
Yeah, it's like it's
Then
making a circle back around,
yeah,
like it was here, we were interested in it, kind of went away, and now it's coming back around.
yeah. And more
Um,
we're seeing stuff that me and you are have interested in and hobbies. It's like, we're like the adults that the I can't like say that we're the adults that the kids look up to, and that's weird because I looked up to adults and some things that they were interested in when I was younger, but there was definitely some things that I were still like. This was me, like anime. I know when I was a kid, anime was not very popular, right? It was not. But over the years, it started getting more and more mainstream to the point where even my mom, even though she may not notice it, more of that is being shown to her than
so
any other
here
time.
I'm gonna send you a link because here's one of the packs that I bought.
Okay. And for like 3D modeling, I'm like, I thought it would be like something like me and you that it would have to start a small storage for 3D modeling to actually be available locally. But then now Best Buy and Hobby Lobby and other stores like that, which your video for that one place in Orlando got a comment on it. It's really sweet, real nice. Person going to be checking it out. But it's like, man, it's kind of weird that like now
The
it's
3D print store we did in there and got a comment on it.
yeah. I don't know who they were, but they were nice people. Oh, dang, that's a very 300. Jeez. But yeah, it was like it's kind of like it's starting to slowly seep into average day stuff rather than um you know odd day stuff. Let me just go ahead and show this. Let me see.
Yeah, the crazy thing is, like, so the first time I seen a 3D printer, which was kind of prior to me and you talking,
Yeah,
was, believe it or not, in a Books A Million in
and
Albany.
and a
So we
books a
walked
million.
in. I was looking for a book. I was looking for a book in that book series that I like,
Yeah.
and they were printing. I think it was a Pokeball.
No.
A castle. They were printing a castle, and it was a small printer because they weren't very big at the time.
Okay.
They were
Yeah, they were attaching the pieces with like a little pin and stuff like that. Um, so it was interesting. And then me and you got to talking,
I've been knowing about it for
and I
years.
got
So
even more interested in it. So yeah. Let me see. I'm sorry. I was trying to find the links to the other ones that I got
yeah,
so you could see those too. Um, so here's this one.
yeah. This site, which I'm not showing it on my side, you can find sometimes some damn good deals on some 3D models if you know where to look and how to look for it. The door knockers are always fun and cool, as long as they actually have like the full function of a knock on it. Um, yeah, that's a lot. And I know some people, they would take 3D models and the sand, they packs like clay sand, they pack it around it. And what they'll do, they'll make a hole where the plastic can melt out of, and they will pour like bronze or silver or some kind of metal into the mold. It will melt the plastic out of it and down out of it, and then the metal will seep into where that plastic was and make that model into now a more substantial material. And these rings, I could
Right.
totally see someone taking the dragon or the skull or wolf, putting a two-sided either one single mode and melting it out, or doing a two-sided part clay powder. I think it's called like a clay powder or like a clay sand, and two molds, and then take the atom out of it, put the molds back together, then pour inside of it. There's some ways of doing it, but I can totally see someone doing that for 3D modeling, which I know someone's already done that. So like that's why I'm saying I already know someone's already done it. Don't know about the jewel part. The jewel part might be a little. You might have to put that in afterwards or something. You might have to take the 3D model jewel out of it and then put it in there yourself later on. But you have to do some chiseling or some molding of the metal. The crafters could do that
Yeah,
kind of
but
stuff.
that's the three packs I bought. I just sent you the third one.
Okay, Jesus, send me. So you bought all 3 packs, or just one bundle?
I got all three of them. I
Okay,
got all three of them.
okay, I see the shelves and okay, and this one is the other shelves and bookshelves. Okay, pretty big.
Not all of the first pack is shelves. There's a lot of wall decor
Yeah,
and
yeah, I saw that one.
vases and stuff like that in that one too.
So what made you want
But
to get
I
look
thought
these
you
up?
would
Go ahead.
that's I like that kind of stuff, and I want to print some anyway in that long ass hallway that I have up high
Yeah,
to put some of my stuff on. And I was looking, and Stealthy had showed me a video where somebody had made some other ones, and I was like, well, damn, that would be kind of cool. And then I got to thinking about, well, the girls at work, they kind of like stuff like this, especially if they're done in like the burnt titanium color or something like that.
Yeah.
I can recoup some money out of buying the filament to print for myself just for printing them some.
Well, this is just a suggestion, not anything like that. But there is like bronze filaments and copper filaments that has it in there that you can kind of get
I
that
have
patina.
I have copper behind me.
You have copper
I
behind you,
have
okay?
copper behind me.
Like the actual copper one that actually you can actually put the patina on it, or like copper color.
No, no, it's got copper bits in the filament.
Okay, okay. So yeah, you could do that patina look on some of these scenes and give it some weight too. So like it can have some real authenticity,
Authenticity.
authenticity. Thank you.
Authenticity.
To the look of it, rather than just being like some painted brushed on or some or just black and or brown or whatever the color.
Right.
Yeah, this could
But I
be
mean,
some cool stuff.
that's what I like about the one I was telling you about, the one with the skull and the rose, because I can do it in a like really dark green, a really deep red, a white, in a black, and
Mm-hmm.
it looked really fucking good. Um, I know I have a dark red, that'll work. I know I have a matte black that'll work. What I'm really looking for when we go shopping tomorrow is gonna be like a deeper, darker green,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know, stuff like that. Um, and I can get that from the sites I normally order filament from, but I would like to see if I could find a place that has one I can like put my hands on.
Yeah, local. Like I always said about before, it's nice to
Cause
have a
like
local store.
our that local store that I go to, I know they have a nice, really bright green.
Yeah.
I wanna see what their dark green is like.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a nice dark red because you've seen that on the piece that I printed for Stealthy.
Yeah.
A nice deep red. So I've got that. I've got the matte black. Like I said, it's just I even got a white. I'm literally to be able to print that thing, I'm just missing that really deep dark green. Um, so that's what I'm mainly looking for tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. That's kind of cool. Um, this is like reason
And I
why.
was that close to bringing another damn Lego set home when I was at the store a while ago.
When we went out yesterday, I saw a stormtrooper, like an actual helmet, not Lego helmet, stormtrooper helmet, and with like the red right here, and it goes outwards. I don't know who that was. I know it's a special stormtrooper that has that red down the middle and that goes out to the bottom. Uh, and I saw the price. I'm going, if Corwell was here right now, I'm like, he would be looking at this real hard, I'm sure. But yeah, I was like, I can't afford that. It was a little pricey. Of course, that's comic books all pre-graded behind the shelf or behind the glass shelving. I'm like, man, it's like I love the store. It was Second and Charles. We went to Second and Charles again. If you have a Second and Charles near your chat, anybody, check it out. I love Second and Charles. They have several of them across the states, but not everywhere. It's kind of like IKEA. It has to be a certain population within the town, I imagine, before they will make a store go there. But if I ever have the money, I will. And if I had the money and means, I would totally open a Second Charles myself. It's like, just give me that opportunity. My wife and I want a library so badly. But we were looking at all the manga too, and I'm like, I could be here all
You and me
day.
both, brother. You and me both. I have enough books. I could fill a fucking room if I had a library room.
Yeah, I'm like, I can totally look at these books and be here all day. But my dyslexia, when I see a bunch of words, I just go overload, sensory overload. Can't.
Hush. Called me out. I said a room. She said a room. Apparently, I misspoke. I could fill 2 rooms. Okay? Better? Because I have a 4 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot cedar chest full.
Yeah.
plus books stacked on top of it, plus books in ottoman, plus books in my room.
Yep, yep.
I got books every fucking where. You know, hell, I got 6 volumes of that manga I'm reading laying on my desk.
Yep. And well, that brings up the whole like the whole uh, you need physical things, and you problems with physical thing. You need space and room to put those physical things. So like my wife's like, we just own a library or a second of Charles. We wouldn't have to worry about having a lot, like having to get that kind of stuff. We could just read it from our own shelves. So we own the store. Just go, and here's new volume, and I read it. Now sell volume, or I can keep it, because it's mine. I paid
Yeah,
for
see, that's my problem. I want to own my book, and I don't want nobody else to own my book.
it. It's like, oh, I like this one.
Like,
Guess this was not being
like I
sold.
told you, I'm gonna let you hold the first volume when we're on the trip, but I will get it back.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
know where you live. You know,
But
don't
yeah,
make me come hold one of your dogs hostage for my book.
okay. So speaking of
Wait,
fit,
I don't know. If it's Lotus, I might do an equal trade. Might give up a book.
anyways, so speaking of physical, and back to real quick gripe about the whole restaurant ordeal. She didn't get a tip because don't rush us when we're trying to figure out what we're eating. That's a big no. And then like at the minimal tips was at 22%. I'm like, you already get paid. The store should be paying you at a fair rate and not be holding me hostage to pay your average
I don't
salary.
know,
That's
because honestly, I think 20% is fair if they do a good job. Sure,
mm,
I do.
yeah. Well, it ended up being for just two of us around $50. I'm like, what? Like I had a leftover, I had leftovers because I can't eat very much anymore. I'm slowly diminishing my how much food I can eat per meal. But the food was not worth that. Not even close worth that. And I was like, I guess we did math bad because that's ridiculous. That's not worth that amount. And we will not be going back there. It's like, oh well, you can't afford to go eat out, don't eat out. I'm like, maybe you should make the food actually worth the value that you're charging for. Cause that was not equal. And it's been like that a lot, and I would say a lot lately. But every restaurant we have taken this past how many months is this now? 8 months. We're on the 8th month, right? Or 7th month? 7 months. We may have been to 2 or other places, and we're not going back to those places because everything else has just gone up in price, and just like that can't afford it. Just food's not worth the value. That makes sense. And that to me is
Yeah.
where a lot of restaurants are getting to the point where they're thinking, oh, our food is still worth that value. Like, no, it's not. Like, it's good, but not that good. And I know you need to increase your price, but you could not, so you can keep customers. Because, like I said, they only had one table full. One. And it wasn't during like a dead hour either. You have one table, and then us should tell you something. Okay, let me just go ahead and okay. So now okay, so this past week, I saw somebody that is now making. I don't know how they're doing this, Corvo. So you might have to help me out with this. Someone is now making physical Steam games, and they have a system, like a chip system, where they put the chip inside of a reader, and Steam will read, or Steam will kind of read it, and the game will pop on their lists of like games that are in
Huh.
their Steam.
Well, I mean, I can see that because what you could do is if you buy the game, it's coded for Steam, and the person's running the Steam client,
Mhm.
and it's fully installed on that card. When they plug it in, Steam's gonna read it as part of a library.
Yeah, because he was like it wasn't on his, like he even had a video. He showed up his Steam, and the name was not on it. He put it in a card reader, and it had like like he made like a custom case for it. I'm gonna try to see if I have it here. I think I do. He made a custom case for it. Oh, I don't have it no more. Dang it! I thought I had it still. But like it had the game box art or whatever on the front of it, and it looked like an official product. He 3D printed some of it too, so that's why I was like, maybe more interested. Put in the reader and just boop boop, the game just pop on his list. I'm like, that is great because I done said if people can make if Steam was also a physical store that I can go to like a GameStop and I can just go walk inside of it and I could buy um a game from that store and take it home and put it into my computer and then open it on Steam, I would do that. I would personally be a buyer of that. Would you? Because like I don't know
Yeah.
last time I saw a physical game of a PC game. Like that kind of just died out. That's not a thing no more. And especially with
Right.
Sony. So Xbox, I don't know if you saw this too. Xbox decided to go and do a little left hook. They've already announced their next console will have a CD, not CD, well, a CD reader on it. They will bring back physical games. Just as PlayStation is saying, now we're doing away with it after they'd done kick Xbox ass last time that
Yeah.
Xbox said they wouldn't do it. So now Xbox is turning the tables and now saying that we'll do it. And a lot of people are jumping ship, going, "Well, I guess I'm going to Xbox now." I'm like, this is not a good time for PlayStation to be doing this kind of things. And now Xbox is like, "Well, they won't, we will." It's like, oh Jesus. Um, but I just thought that was pretty cool that someone's like taking digital media and then turning it into physical media. And I think more stores should do that so people can keep their physical media if they want to. Oh, also, apparently Xbox, if you buy an Xbox game and you put it into your Xbox, you will also have a digital copy of that game available to you.
That's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, it's pretty smart. Now, I'm kind of worried about that because, you know, what if they decide to take that away from you later, or what if they use that as an excuse to get rid of? Like, look, they use their digital copy more than they use their physical. I worry about spin, right? Because everybody, if game companies are Indian givers. They'll give you 1 second and then take that shit right back from you later on. It's like, what? So I'm kind of worried how they could try to mess up
There's
the.
a lot of that, though. I mean, the thing, anybody you deal with out there, there's always the potential of doing that. If you're concerned about that all the time, then you're gonna just make yourself sick.
Yeah, you're gonna be going gray with it. Um, but what are you printing right now, by the way?
That's that butterfly,
Oh
part of
yeah,
the
okay.
butterfly shell.
That's a really big. That's a piece of it.
That's 2 pieces. That's one side that goes on in the corner and the shelf, and the other side I'll print when it's done.
Okay. So Sony owns PlayStation, but do you also know Sony owns Crunchyroll?
Yep.
Okay, just make sure you know that. So you know how PlayStation said they're getting rid of digital game or getting rid of physical games. So ask me why this is also a good idea. So if you own Crunchyroll and you're subscribed to it, and you bought, let's say, movies from Crunchyroll, you have a digital version of that movie on your things. Tell me why they think it's a good idea if you bought a movie from them, and you own it, and it's digital through Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll is now making you
I'm frozen.
have to pay a subscription, the highest tier subscription to one of the highest tiers, in order to watch your own movie that you bought from them.
That's weird. Um, I think that's kind of stupid. It's a bad idea. But just an FYI, I am currently frozen on YouTube.
On YouTube. Huh. Okay. Let me
I'm not. I'm not in Discord. Wait, now. I'm starting to move. I don't know what that shit was about.
okay. But yeah, I was just saying like how that was kind of like, why are you what is Oh, it's double lap? Okay, I don't know what that's about. Sorry, there's something visual on my end. I'm just not seeing. Is like, what the heck is going on there? But yeah, I just thought that was kind of crazy because like Crunchyroll would do that. But it's not Crunchyroll. It's Sony. Like Sony is just they're getting hammered on online for one thing. Like every time they post something for like a new announcement for a game or new product, or the whole comments are all just bashing on Sony to like revert the whole physical digital media thing. Like just like you cannot read anything about what they're talking or about they're posting without seeing nothing about that. And now they're going, okay, now for Crunchyroll, their other platform they own, for a really high popular media, they're like, oh yeah, now we're gonna take away your rights for the movies that you bought and paid for, digital versions, mind you, and to say, hey, if you want to watch your thing you paid for and bought, you have to keep on subscribing to us. It's like, but I already paid for it. It's that like it's I paid for it. I should have access to it at any time. But you're not going to make me pay subscription in order to access my own media. I'm like, that is not a good look. Cannot be a good look for Sony, and it definitely makes me like go. If anything, it's pushing people to buy more physical stuff. But if anybody's bought anime like I have in the past, anime DVD sets and anime VHS back then are not cheap. And they've never been
Nope.
cheap.
Nope.
So like it's one of those barriers. And there's no excuses for these things being chips or like that. Like there's no reason to be so expensive, but they just always were expensive. You thinking over the years they're making it easier to make and easier to produce, but no, they're always really expensive. And I'm sorry, if technology goes on, shouldn't the value to make them be out, Corbo? You could correct me on this, but I just they should be easier to make after you made it for so many years. Should
Well,
your prices go down a
here's the
little bit?
thing. Here's the thing. With ease of creation does not mean that what it costs for that ease of creation isn't higher. So, for example, um, it's really easy now to say make a copy of a song on your playlist, right?
Okay, yeah.
But to make that copy of the song on the playlist, you have to have all the hardware required. That hardware in today's technology probably costs more to make for you to
Mm,
have that ease of access than it did back in the day. You understand? Just
okay.
because it's an easier function to do doesn't mean that the hardware that's doing the function doesn't cost more to create.
So in a way, they're almost making it more expensive for themselves to keep on upgrading the equipments rather than just using the
Right.
old
The
equipment to.
easier you make it to do the job, the more expensive maybe the hardware that you're using to do the job is. If
Okay,
you get what I'm saying.
yeah. So it's like a.
So it's like a console. It's like a console, right?
Mm,
Um, so it's easier for us to play higher refresh rate, higher graphic games and stuff. But it costs more to play them because the hardware required to play them it costs more to make. You
mhm,
get what I'm saying?
yeah. Which, by the way,
So
I will just state this because I know you have been told this a lot, and you told me a lot. Uh, you know that whole saying like games are too big to fit on things, and like the games are getting so large you can't fit on disc or CDs or stuff like that. You told me that a couple times before. Yeah, I looked at several videos, and they have websites now that you can look on how many games actually fit on CDs and stuff like that. 90% of those games can fit on CDs and then still have plenty more room to fit on them. A lot of people have been told lies about that whole thing, and even you might have been told lies
I
about that.
don't know if I
90%.
trust that website. I don't know if I trust that, and the reason I say that is I can prove to you right now I have a game that I know is 80 gigs.
Yeah.
to run, 80 gigs will not fit on a disc. Will not. There
Mm,
is no disc, like round spinny disc that you put in a CD player that
yeah.
will hold 80 gigs.
Gotcha. Well, they said
Not even
90%. Like,
a Blu-ray, not
mm,
even a double layer Blu-ray will hold that much.
yeah. And that's
Now,
like,
I'm not saying you can't put it on a like a M.2 or something like that,
mm,
but you can't a spinning optical disc. It's not going to happen.
yeah. Well, he was like he was showing like the list of like every game from PlayStation 5 down to PlayStation 4, and it depended on each generation. He said like, PlayStation 5, 90% of their games they have all the games on the list, and it's showing every one of them could fit on their CDs. And it was like a marketing
Well,
scheme to tell people that they can't fit on disc. That's why they had people to get online.
I can tell you this. I can tell you an easy way to find out if he's full of shit.
Well, it's a website, not him. It's a website. And
Look
then,
at the list.
uh,
Well, I mean the website. I have an easy way to know if the website's full of shit. If you look at that list and in PlayStation 5 category, it says either one of the most recent Final Fantasy VII remakes will fit on the disc. It's a fucking lie.
mm,
It will
mm.
not.
I would say Final Fantasy was already like 3 or 4 discs. Final Fantasy 7, that is. That game is way too big to fit on an 80 disc. And being it's modernized,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you want to know how
mm,
valid that site is,
yeah,
because I deal with data daily,
yeah.
and I know how much actually fit on the disc versus how big the game actually is. And I'm telling you now, you would have you know what you would have? You would have a box set of double layered Blu-ray discs that you would have to do just like you did with the original. When
Yeah.
you finish disc one, you'd have to take it out, put disc two in.
I'm just looking up. So single layer is 25 gigs, Blu-rays. Double layer is 50 gigs. And triple layers or quad layers are
Right?
100 to 125, 128 gigabytes.
Yep. Yeah, but how many here's the question. So you can go up to quad layer.
Yeah.
What they're not telling you is most consoles won't read quad layer discs.
Mm. Mm.
They're also not telling you how much a quad layer disc costs versus the storage space it's sitting on a server for you to play.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking I would rather them not have me going, hey, take this game. Oh, you need to download more of the game for the online server in order to play your
Right,
game.
and I get that. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I do.
Mm. And
But the thing
I just see
is
the
if you
marketing
want a
going, I would
big,
totally see them
massive,
saying that kind of lie.
expansive game,
Yeah.
you want I'm not saying that it's a lie about all of them. Okay, I'm not saying it's a lie about all of them, but I'm telling you that there are quite a few games. I can tell you now, Destiny for sure. When it came out, Destiny and
Yeah.
Destiny 2,
When it first launched.
the first after the first fucking expansion, you're looking at least a triple layer Blu-ray. After the third expansion, a quad layer ain't holding it. I mean, you're talking 80 to 100 plus gigs per expansion. You know how many expansions are in that fucking game?
Oh, I see the
No
expansions.
way.
I like they have a whole list of
Mm,
like everything from Destiny, this like no shit, like this long. Words.
yeah,
I don't know how you
and
kept
that's
up
what
with
I'm saying.
Destiny.
So, oh, it was fun. I loved it because it seemed like every so often you could
Uh-huh.
be guaranteed at least once a year you were getting new content.
Yeah.
Once a year you were getting new content. And then Destiny they decided they kicked that shit up a notch. Every 3 months we're giving you something new. You
Yeah.
better be on your game, bitch.
Like
Hold on to your ass.
I watched a video on Destiny. This is months and months back. They said if you would start from Destiny to now and buy every single thing, buy, not download, buy everything from Destiny from the beginning to nowadays. If they were not free to bar the free stuff when they were at one time a purchasable item now that they're free, you're talking well over $300, $400 for the entire thing. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how did Destiny people do it? Then I go, Wait, I played World of Warcraft.
Yeah, don't talk shit, bitch. World of Warcraft was doing it long before Destiny
Yeah,
did.
yeah, like you collect Classic, Bird of Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, Miss of Pandaria. It can get up there too. And you wouldn't download that one thing, but like back in the day, you needed 4 discs to play World of Warcraft, which I still think World of Warcraft was like one of the first true open world games, even though they don't call it open world. That's an open world game. Loading screen, my ass. So yeah, I just saying, there are always exceptions to every rule.
Yep.
But if the rules is come to find out that they are doing stuff and saying stuff for marketing, that shit should be like shine a light on that shit real quick and real bright and going, yeah, stop saying that lie.
Right. And you know, I'm like you, I like my physical stuff.
Mm,
But part of the reason you have me here is because I can play devil's advocate.
yes.
Okay. So
You
let's
know
flip
more
let's
marketing information.
let's flip the script and we're gonna say you're the owner of the business, right?
Yeah.
Right. And one of the things I know you want is to make enough money to live comfortably.
Comfortably.
Okay.
Stupid comfortably.
But you understand what I'm saying, where I'm
Yeah, yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a marketing strategy that can make that happen for you and the people that work for you,
Yeah.
and it is beneficial and it keeps your company running good, do you not do it and sacrifice your company, yourself, and your employees? Or do you do it?
See, okay. So
There,
I'm a mind because I am a consumer. So my brain is, because that's how I am. My brain is, I don't want to piss off my consumer. But as a business
right.
person, I
And
know
I
I
get
have to worry
that.
about my stock person. My stock person is to be the
And
person that really get me on that
right,
shit.
and I understand that, but I'm saying stop being the consumer for a minute and
Yeah,
think about
from a
someone that
stock point of
owns a
view.
business that have to take care of their that no, not don't think about the stock.
Uh,
Think about you have to take care of hundreds of employees.
mm,
You have to maintain your corporation and keep it running with a certain amount of money of overhead.
yeah,
And you have a lifestyle that you want to achieve yourself.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I want to
I
do
want
that.
you to think about
But
right. I want you to think about it like that.
yeah, but I'm also
And
thinking
then
laws because I don't want to go into political things here, but you have to
right.
make a certain amount of increase every year, or you get in trouble by if you're a stock company. You don't keep that increasing every single year.
If
You
you're
get in trouble.
publicly traded, yes.
Yeah,
If you're publicly
which
traded.
Sony is. I don't know. Is Sony public?
However, however, if you're a privately owned corporation,
You don't have to worry about that shit.
you only have to worry about making sure your taxes are paid like they're supposed to be.
Yeah, yeah. But I
Okay.
don't know. Is
But
Sony public?
my point huh?
Is Sony public?
I do not know. I have not. It's something I've never looked at. I cannot answer that question. But the reason I'm making the comment is, do I condone what they do? No. But do I understand that in some instances, it's not that they're trying to gouge us so much as trying to take care of their people?
Yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, so you get into this whole moral conundrum of, okay,
People that work for you,
I want it
people that
cheaper
pay
for
you.
me. I want it cheaper for me, but
Yeah.
at the same time, when I read about a company having to lay off 150 people, I get pissed off. Why are you laying them people off? They need a job. Well, bitch, you wanted it cheaper, so I couldn't afford to pay them, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So you're kind of, you get what I'm saying?
Yes, very much
It's
so.
kind of like, so I guess my point is, don't judge a book by its cover, because not every time do you think they're gouging you because they're being assholes is that what's going on, as well as it very well could be what's going on.
Yeah.
It depends on who's doing what and what their intention is. Like for me, for example, let's say that tomorrow I woke up and had the money to fund a multi-million-dollar corporation for video game development, right?
Yeah.
and I hire these employees. Now, if I hire them with the promise of a job and a way to make a future for themselves, me and my loyalty is going to want to make sure that happens.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm going to try to do everything I can to get them what they deserve and keep the company running well. That may translate in my prices to my consumers as me trying to gouge them,
Yeah.
when that's not my intent. My intent is to take care of my people.
Yeah.
Now,
So
there's also the other hand.
yeah, go.
There's the other hand. There's the other hand where people wake up and they're like, fuck the user. I want all the money. Give me, give me, give me. There's
Yeah.
both classes.
Yeah.
So it just depends on what you are.
So here's an interesting little fact. A fact I looked up or I heard about yesterday and I had to look into it. So AC companies, they do this apparently all the time. So AC companies will have a patent on a certain coolant for ACs, right? And as
Yeah,
you well know, patents eventually go away, right?
right. They run out
So over
unless
the
you
past
renew them.
year, certain companies have been having patents on certain coolants. And what they do is when they lose patents on that coolant, some of those companies are saying that those coolants are now bad for the environment and making new coolant and charging an up price on it. And they're saying, "Oh, we have to get rid of the old stuff because that stuff is bad for bad for the environment. We made this new coolant that's good for the environment, but now we got to charge you more because that new coolant is not underneath their new patent. They means they hold a patent on that new one, so they can upcharge it, but they will stop using the old one that not bad for the environment, bad as for the environment as they're saying it is, just because they no longer hold the patent to that coolant anymore. I'm like,
Right,
that is
right.
sleazy stuff, but it makes them more money. So it's like, but if the customers catch on to that, won't your customers just say, no, I won't buy your product no more and go to someone else? I don't know. From a again, I'm looking from the customer side of things. If a customer knows that the companies do something bad, most people will go and do whatever they got to, even pay more if they had to get away from you. Just like, hey,
Right.
I will pay more to save you. And I don't know if that's happening to Sony or not. It could happen.
I
It
don't
could
know.
already be happening. I don't know, but it seems like a lot of people are doing it. Oh, here's some side cool things I've heard. There's already talks with Hasbro for Legend of Zelda merchandise from the franchise and the movie.
Yep.
So more talks about that. That is awesome. Have you seen they're doing a reboot of Spawn
Yep.
with Tom McFarlane and Jamie Foxx. I haven't seen that guy in a movie in a long time. So that's hype. I love the Spawn movie. I really did, but as a kid, thought that movie was awesome. Maybe if I go watch it, rewatch it might be a little cringy, but I love that movie when I was a kid. That was such a cool movie. And
Wanda.
UFC robot fighting. Have you seen this? I gotta show you this if you haven't
Yep.
already. This
I've seen
okay.
it. I've seen it.
It is not AI. It's real. I'm like, this is so goofy looking. I'm like, just put them in Street Fighter clothes and sign out to fight each other because this looks so dumb, but I like it. One robot's like running around with heads like literally off of his body. They're doing like the roundhouse kick and falling to their asses, like whipping back up real quick. I'm like, that's and like they even like have him do emotes middle fights. I'm like, this is so stupid. But I like it for all the wrong reasons. It's more comical than it's cool. Are you hoping for something like this to go off mainstream, like robot fighting? Like I know that.
I'm waiting for it to turn into not so much as the goofy, but actually be a competitive fighting thing.
Uh huh.
Because I get a kick out of watching fighting styles and
Yeah.
techniques and counters and stuff like that. So yeah, the goofy stuff will make me laugh for a little while, but at some point I'm gonna want to see a legit let's get it. You know?
Contact.
Because there's just like
Yeah.
flip kicking, missing, punching, missing, moving around. And when they get a hit, it's a hit, right? It's like, it gets a good one. But afterwards, it's just comical, just seeing them moving around and try to stay upright and kick and do all these things. They can do it pretty good, but they fall a lot too. And I'm just like, in one quarter, I like seeing the spectacle. In the other quarter, I'm going, I don't want to fight them when they get good at it. This is like, hey,
Yeah.
when they get good at fighting, can I order 100 of these? Why? No particular reason. I might want to take over a neighborhood. I don't know, just for funsies. I'm just saying, like this is cool for now, but I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop. I realize I'm that way a lot lately. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop for a lot of things in my life because I've had so many things
Yep.
that I think is good, and the shoe drops. I'm just going, why do I even hope? I'm become. Is that cynical? Is that cynical? Defeatist? I don't know. It's happened so much of lately. It's just,
Pessimistic.
yeah, very. And
Pessimistic.
I don't like that. I like to be optimistic. I like
That's
to think
okay.
good things are happening.
I'm gonna bring a little bit of that optimism back to you when you get to see the glory that is Super Nintendo World.
We're already thinking about clothes to wear to Super Nintendo World. We're thinking about clothes to wear to a theme park.
Yep.
Will it make us
Hey.
popular? No, we just want to just.
You realize that we're over by almost 20 minutes now.
Yeah, we usually try to get in topics and just go over that, but I'm so ready for it, and I
Yeah.
need it. I need I need it to go flawless, and nothing ever goes flawless. And of course, my wife's like, I'm gonna be worried about my babies the entire
Stop.
time.
Stop.
Sorry,
Stop.
she reminds me of that stuff all the time. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna be worried about it too, but I don't want to think about it. I got cameras here. Something happens, I can see them. I can call from Orlando if I have to. Jesus. Anyways, that'll be it for this week, everybody. I hope you had a good time. Leave your thoughts and your opinions down in the comments down below. Still big things are happening. Hopefully good. Hope the shoe doesn't drop on the thing I'm working on. Corvo knows what it is. So far, everything is going good. I'm getting more and more things working, and more and more things are starting to show it up and up, but kind of like a situational thing. I'm waiting to see how it all turns out. My wife is giving me good vibes, no bad vibes. But yeah, I would love to announce it,
Well,
but stay tuned. Okay. What?
FYI, your girl will probably go live here in a little bit.
Okay, good.
So I don't know what she's playing tonight.
Oh,
We'll find out. It could be Russian roulette.
I would say if she's
I don't
already
know. Let's see, she's done a lot of Mio recently. Then what did you do the other night? You did